So, hello everyone, my name is Ritesh, and our today's topic for discussion is Oxygen Envisioned for grade 7. Now, by hearing the topic, you may have recognized that oxygen. So, we are going to study about oxygen today and everything regarding it. And you might be knowing that oxygen you have in your studies that oxygen is very important, or we can say essential element for animals to live, and we without oxygen we cannot live, either we cannot breathe, so we cannot live naturally. And this is the most important for us and all other animals. But you may know that oxygen is an non-metal. It's a gas, and it's colorless, odorless gas, and its atomic number is 8. Its atomic weight is approximately 16. It's 15.999 something, and its molecular weight is 31 point something, approximately 32. So let us study some more things about oxygen in detail. So here we can see the structure of an oxygen atom of oxygen. So here the innermost circle depicts that depicts the 8 neutrons and protons. So here we can see a blue ball. Here its O is written. It's the symbol for oxygen in the table, and this blue circle comprises of 8 neutron and 8 protons inside this. And while the second concentric circle represents the innermost electron shell comprising of 2 electrons. You can see the closest inner circle that it consists 2 electrons. And further talking about this image, here we have a structure of oxygen, and here we have the represent of oxygen, that how it is represented in the table. So here O is the symbol of oxygen, then 8 is its atomic number, then its full name oxygen, and here it's atomic weight. So 15.9994 is its atomic weight, and you might be knowing this. So, and the outermost circle represents the outer electron shell comprising of 6 electrons. So here we can see this outermost circle. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are 6 electrons, and the innermost orbit has 2 electrons. So that's 8 electrons in oxygen. So this is all about its structure. There is nothing much to go or deep into. Then, have you ever imagined why do atoms have same number of electrons and protons? You might have thought about this, and you might have asked your teacher regarding this. But let us revise what is it. So there's an attraction between electrons and protons. These cause them to stay together without any further change in their state. So that's why they both are usually close. Then when an atom have equal number of electrons and protons, the atom stays in a stable state, and which is very important. So why is it important that the atom should be in a stable state? So it is, if an atom will not be in a stable state, it will unnecessarily react to any other atoms present around it, resulting in danger consequences. Like if the atom is unstable, and if hydrogen comes in, so it makes a blast, and it will generate H2O, but still it will generate a lot of amount of energy, and thus it may be harmful for us if someone is near to it. That's why it's very important that element should be in a stable state, or it will unnecessarily react to all the other elements may be present around it. So for example, we can say that oxygen can make oxides. So this is an important part, that it makes oxide with you may can observe that ferric oxide, you may have heard about it. So it called iron and Fe and O, obviously ferric oxide. And then very much. Hydroxide, you may have heard about that. So these all are basically involves oxygen in it. So that's why it it says oxygen oxides. Now, mm here's an experiment. So material required is a thick chart paper, then oil paint and brush you might have at your home. So one roll of aluminium foil. You may ask your mother regarding that, so she can just give you that aluminium foil. Then compass and pencil, scissors and a glue. So these all are common things you might have at your home. Then procedure. So cut out a card of 5 centimeter by 4 centimeter from a thick chart paper, just 5 centimeter and 4 centimeter, 5 by 4 length into breadth. That's it, a rectangle. Then use the compass to draw 3 concentric circles of different radius on it and shade the innermost circle. Make 16 tiny balls and 8 medium sized balls from the aluminium foil. So now you might have imagined what are we going to make, but still, let us see what is further in this procedure. Then paint 8 tiny balls with red color and other 8 tiny balls with blue color and the 8 medium sized ball with green color. So let us see what is next. Glue the 16 tiny balls in the innermost circle. Paste two medium sized balls diametrically opposite to each other. Then, on the circumference of the second concentric circle, and the remaining six on the circumference of the outermost circle. So, by this thing, we just have made the structure of oxygen. So here we just have 16 small size balls inside this. That is that they represent those 8 neutron and 8 protons inside the nucleus. And thus we have made a structure where two electrons in the innermost circle is opposite diametrically opposite to each other, and it is actually, and these six at the outermost circumference. So that is a cool structure you can have at your home and you can just show your friends and etc. Now, in the above experiment, we make a model of oxygen atom. So here the 16 tiny balls represent 8 protons and 8 neutrons in nucleus. Just what I said. And the 8 medium sized ball outside represents the electrons. Just what I said. Now, we hear that atom consists of three elements like proton, electrons, and neutrons. But what is the role of neutrons in an atom? You might have think like, well, that's neutral. But then what is the use of that? It does nothing. You maybe think of that. So let us see the answer. Neutrons basically maintain the radioactivity of atom, and it was first proposed by Ernest Rutherford in year 1920 as an hypothesis. But neutrons basically maintains the radioactivity of atom. So that is the main and sufficient answer right now. And if you have any further questions regarding this, you just can type in the comment and I will try to answer those. Thank you.